can't take it away from me now. It's a freaking, you see this? You see that? Listen, you read it? Okay? That's real. That's quality. It's factual. I'll adjust it. That's only because I did not get a set. That does not count. I deserve no pay from them. I don't. Oh, you're not gonna let. Hey, peeps, people of the world, ladies and gentlemen, guys, girls, and all the small squirrels. Welcome back to Full Circus. My name has been, and always will be Tristan Sartoris. I'm so happy to have you guys here with me again. If you're returning, right? I do want to specialize that little intro for the people that keep coming back and say, hey, welcome back, friend. You know, we dap and we get close, and me and my boys, we keep it locked. But all the newcomers, I say, hey, also welcome. I can't say again, but welcome into this world for the first time. Keep your shoes on, okay? Because I want to stay in touch with the soul. You get it? It was an accident. But happy to get welcome. This is what we do. We just say words and let it happen. We make real conversation. So, what's the deal? What's the deal with the new year, guys? Isn't this an interesting time? Right after Christmas hits, it strikes, and you build up from November and December and all the ways, you know, however long you've been doing it, and it just stops. And it kind of dips a little, but not completely, because you have New Year's Eve and New Year's right around the corner, and you're like, I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. Do we just not work? Do I do a little something? Do I try and make an effort? Like, you're just floating around. Like, do I have 5 minutes, or, you know, can I stay in the tub? What do I do, right? It feels similar to when someone's taking a photo of you, and you're just like, what do I do with my hands?
I'm not sure what to do with my hands.
Be good just to hold them down by your side. Yeah, great.
Ricky, put your hands down. I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just kind of here. I'm just lost. And I don't really have to explain that feeling to you guys that much, because I assume you're feeling the same thing, unless you're celebrating Kwanzaa, in which case I'm jealous, okay? What are the rules on that? Can I celebrate that? I know it's, you know, celebrating African-American culture, and I know I'm not that, but, you know, I'll celebrate you guys. I don't have to wait till February for Black History Month. Let's talk about a little Malcolm X, a little Martin Luther King, and I just want to be here with you. Okay, let's eat some cake. Let's celebrate festival together. But regardless, hope you guys are having an amazing time there. And here we are, dude. Here we are. It's this interesting holiday halftime, little limbo. What do we do? I don't know. And it's definitely tricky. I don't know what to do with the set either. And I can't afford anything to do with like New Year's Eve. Okay, that's out the window. We spent it on this little Christmas carnival we had. It was business, but it's hard to even dip that little bit that we do, right? Because you build it up so high. And to return to baseline, look, the set looks perfectly fine. It's great. It's wonderful. But when you live your life at max altitude and you come back down, you're like, this is normal, but what do I don't know. Is it great? Is it perfect? I'm going to relate it to an experience I know nothing about, but I can assume, right? These are bold assumptions I'm about to make, but someone that's on steroids, right? You live life at such weight, such sets and reps and strength and muscle, right? And as soon as you get off the steroids and you can't maintain this level of excitement and, you know, festivity, you see the relation? that it's hard to live your life back at that baseline. That's kind of where I am right now. I'm like, what do I do? What do I do? Am I still just waiting, or we're going to turn the corner? I don't know. I don't know what the plan is, but it's interesting nonetheless. Also, this skateboard, by the way, fell after I was taking all the stuff down. And I just want to say a little shout out to these things. Okay. Did you know you can hold a skateboard up with push pins? Jot clear push pins. Extra strength. I was super impressed. Skateboard with the nunchucks, with the exit sign. It's amazing. Okay. I was putting the push pins on the board, on the stars, and I was engineering my severing. It's Eminem. If his career went super south and he started having to do Dollar Tree ads, but they would be bangers. Regardless, I'm really impressed. So shout out to the Jot folks over there. Yes. Ha! I almost said my word, and don't think, look, I have it on. I'm not going to snap it because I did not mess up. But I'm not waiting till the New Year's to keep on working on myself like a lot of you heathens. And I'll talk about that more in the next episode, New Year's resolutions and such. But all you people that are doing that, you're also like, this is my last day here. These are my last few days to get the bad habits out of my system. glug, 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 you know, what are we doing? Eat, eat, eat. You're like, I'm going to be a better person the new year. I swear it's coming around the corner, 2023, but for right now, you know. So you guys are kind of tricky and just doing your thing. I don't recommend it, but listen, you guys are going to do you. Peeps are going to be do peeps. Peeps do peeps. That's the rule here. That's the rule in the world. Oh, yeah, I also wanted to bring that up. People keep going, 2023 is coming around the corner. Where do the years go? This is where the years go. A lot of you people spend so much time worrying about other people. He's not doing that. He's not doing the thing I like or what I believe in. He's going like that. I'm upset about what you're doing. That whole Karen mentality. But a lot of you guys are making these stupid carrots. But y'all doing the same thing. We're so focused on other people. Be you. Time slows down. You be a little present. Live in your own circumstances when you're not trying to live someone else's life that you can't catch up on. When you really stay tuned into your own game, thing goes a little slow, okay? So for this year, I don't wait till New Year's. Start right now, okay? It's the 30th. Embrace it. Live your own thing. Like I'm gonna be more me. Why am I trying to live their life? That makes no sense. So stop speeding up time. Like really break it down. So I forget how I even got there. I'm going so fast, but at least I'm me. Okay, I'm living in my own soul. But yeah, holidays were great. Holidays are awesome, and this little limbo, it's neat, and I don't know what to do. We're just embracing and having it, and I got no bad habits to get out of my way because I'm already shutting them down. But yeah, dude, what else is going on? Not much. Let's go back to where we left off. We left off with the Christmas. Okay, we were building up to Christmas. It was getting beautiful. It was getting exciting, and boy, was it. Because weather struck, whether or not you believe it. Yeah, so in Ohio and all across the world, really, we had such a devastating blow. Jack Frost showed up to play this Christmas. And I woke up to see the weather. It was like negative 10 degrees. That feels like it was minus 29, okay? And I saw that. I was like, my phone's got to be hacked. This has got to be Celsius. Surely it was not. I walked outside. I was letting other dogs out, and one of the dogs was a husky, and he just wouldn't come inside, but it was fine. I was freezing. And I freeze easy, okay? I'm a hot-blooded Italian from the South. Whatever my blood is not built for this. If you were in a lab and you're like, this is someone who can survive the cold, I got none of those elements. Somebody, the Lord, he's like, listen, we'll throw in some extra syllables and things. He might say some words wrong, but he's not going to get any warmth. That's not part of his design. So that's the one time I wish I was living someone else's life as someone that was, had that ability. I don't. So it was freezing. It was very cold. And I'm just like, can we get a little global warming over Northeast Ohio? Just a little bit. I'm like leaving my car on all night, diesel too. Like, let's get some emissions here. I'm trying to burn a hole in the ozone. I'm breaking it down. But nonetheless, it did not work. So it was just very cold. Also, I had an original plan for my mom's gift, and come Christmas Eve, I just didn't follow through. That's on me. I'm not going to blame anybody else but myself. It didn't work out. So I had to venture out into the world of TJ Maxx, okay? But, it's just right down the street, and I didn't think it was going to be that hard of a jaunt, but it's so cold. It was like a war, okay? People are flying down right in front of me, off into the road. They're flying into the ditch. I'm like, golly, did we just forget how to drive? It's just, it's fine. Like, the roads weren't even that bad, but I think people just get so panicked that they, stay in your seat, dude. Just don't move. Sometimes you just gotta stay still. And so it was like a battle, and I hope my mom enjoys her gift. I got her a little scarf set with a hat. It was nice, I thought. But I think more so than the gift, it was the battle I went through, the experience. Like, if somebody got you something on Black Friday, even if you didn't really love it, rocking the white today. We wore the one down so hard, man. So yeah, even if you got something stupid on Black Friday, like, dude, you scrapped for this? You went to war for that? And I did. I drove out into the desolate wasteland. It was like Mad Max Frozen Edition. Who left the fridge open, right?
Who left the fridge open?
And I'm like, I gotta get stuff. And it was nice. So I was really proud of what I got as well. And it was caked up with weed, not the employees, but people. A lot of people are smoking weed pretty bad. Oh, and I'll say this too. I was talking to my brother about this. Everybody smokes weed. all the time. I know maybe one person my age who doesn't. And the jury's still out on this guy, okay? Because he might just smell bad. But I'm trying to, just let people be peeps because I don't want to be living in their own life. But also, it just smells, it reeks, and that's fine. People are going to be doing that. But I don't know why it's such a shameful act for me to rip a stinker in public. If people walk in smelling like actual skunk, I can't go and just let that thing fly. And they're like, look, wow, the courtesy. How dare you do that in a public space where I gotta witness this. I gotta be a part of this now. It's like, dude, you smell worse than I do. I'm just flatulancing, okay? Freelancing my flatulence. So it's tricky, and I feel like there should be more respect. Again, some of those people are living in my world. They're living in my body. They're worrying about what I'm doing, what I'm smelling like. Dude, I got good fart confidence, so I just let it go when it happens. I don't live in some sort of shell. I am who I am. Full go. And that's just the way that is. But yeah, it was cold and it smelled bad. Also, there were a lot of homeless people that were no longer homeless, because there are some fake homeless people. And it's the sucky thing. It's shameful for a lot of people that actually are down on their luck and they need help. There's been a few people, they're like, you try and give them food. Like, I don't want food. Give me money. They throw the freaking food back. Not me, but my brother or my brother's friend. Hey, listen, it's somebody we know, okay? And some people are pretty disrespectful, but when the temperatures drop, they're like, okay, you know what? Maybe there is a place to stay. So don't do that, okay? If you're one of those homeless people that are at home secretly in the warmth and watching an enjoyable, hilarious podcast, I'm letting you know, don't be stealing from these people. There were some people that do actually sit out in their cold, like, I don't have anywhere to go. Dude, I didn't see them, but I believe there were people. And if there were, I would be throwing dimes at them. I wouldn't, like, whipping, as a figure of speech. I'd lay some dollar bills into their mittens. But it was tricky. It was freezing. Christmas Eve was fun. Got a part of the family, man. And the Browns game were on. Spoiler, they lost. But it was a unique experience because usually we watch the Browns games at home with my immediate family. We got 6 to 8 people kind of collectively cheering. Oh, boo. And it just never worked. But it was nice to do that. I've never watched the Browns game with my whole family, cousins, uncles, grandparents, and it was nice to kind of go this, and to hear that again. Surely it sucked in the end, but to have this kind of camaraderie, they were like, we're all suffering together. Misery loves company. It was a beautiful experience. I wouldn't trade it for the world, but I would trade it for a win collectively. I gotta argue that's probably better. Never witnessed it, but I'm sure it's fun. Christmas Eve. What else did we do Christmas Eve? Not a ton. Went to church, came back. Oh, my dad, he reads the night before Christmas every single year. Been doing it since we were babies, children. And now everyone's in their 20s, mid-20s, late 20s. And it's nice. So it starts out like a little silly. They're like, oh, it's fun that we're kind of like still doing this. But then you just kind of relax and just letting it be what it's going to be. We just do this. It's just part of the tradition. I'll sit here and wait. And I always forget how hard my dad sells this thing. Okay, so I'm like just going to wait this out. We're just going to enjoy this, have like a little family book. And he starts getting into it. Towards the night before. And he starts even reading it with so much passion. I like sit up out of my seat. I'm like, holy crap. Not a creature was stirring. Not even a mouse. I'm like getting in. He starts ripping off the reindeer. And I'm like, whoa, right? And I love that, especially from someone who is in the performance world. And I forget about it every single year, but he starts rocking. There's just a nice, I love that it's as like cheesy as it might be perceived or something. But as soon as you start selling it, my dad never phones it in on anything. And he goes all in. And it's nice, and we all get into it. My brother was the one who was sitting home. He was like, hey, where's the book? Where are we getting at? Hey, can we go read Twas the Night Before Christmas right now? And it's thrilling. I love it, dude. It's fun. So the lesson there is, 1, I don't know. There was no good lesson, but 2, don't phone it in. Okay, sometimes you just got to skip the first and get to the real point, the meat and potatoes. But sometimes you just got to skip the meat and go to the potatoes. Again, what's that mean? A lot of times I just say things because that's all the Lord gave me. He did not give me warmth. But what is going on? I'm checking more things, checking the notes. Oh, Christmas as a whole. I don't know. I was like, what happened after Christmas Eve? Did we go anywhere? Did I just stop? Then the world time? Yeah, no, Christmas happened. Isn't that crazy? After Christmas Eve, I went to bed, woke up Christmas. So Christmas was nice. Dude, I love my family. So great. It's just fun. It's filled with joy. I swear, it's like one of those movies that people wish they were in. Not to brag, but my family perfect. Okay? Are they perfect? Probably not, but for the instance of the Broncos, yeah, they're perfect. So it was fun. It was beautiful. We got amazing gifts, one of which is displayed right here. I am officially a lord in Scotland. Okay? I'm not going to brag. I'm not going to assert my dominance in any too royal of a way. But yeah, I received... Did I give a thing? Did I give a UH? I don't think I did. I'm going to wait if the jury's still out. If somebody complains forward, and I'll look back. If it is, then I'll snap. But I don't think it was. Anyways, yes, my brother, he bought me a plot of land in Scotland. 1 square foot. So, I am a Scotland lord now, and I'm embracing my power, thus ferocious. I don't know where I'm going. I'm not Worm either. So, I'm so thrilled. It was probably one of the greatest gifts I've ever gotten. He got me a PlayStation controller as well, which I really wanted. I was like, this is the coolest. I got a controller? That's amazing. And then I don't know how much this cost, probably a lot. And they don't just give these out to anybody, I assume. There's probably a very lengthy research. They're like, hey, is he worthy of being a Lord of Scotland? You can't just, you can buy the land, but, it's just, so I assume there was some sort of background check and it was, whatever. But I qualified. I don't know what the process is, but he got me this thing that it was so expensive. I'm like, holy crap. And then this thing comes out. I'm like, I'm a lord? I'm a lord? Are you kidding me? Is that not the coolest thing ever? So I have been asserting my dominance and, do I hold the door open for people still? Yes, I do, because I'm a gracious lord and I take care of my subjects. But yeah, I've got that on. I've got my shirt I got from my brother. I've got the sweatpants that I've got from my parents, as well as my Looney Tunes mug. There's nothing in there. But yeah, I guess I'm rocking something from everyone that I got here. And my brother got me he got us a pull-up bar. Did I do an I don't know if I did. I'm going to have to snap it just in case. I did that one for being lackadaisical. But yeah, so he got me a pull-up bar, which can be displayed thus, right? So yeah, I enjoyed a lot of great gifts. We got a lot of amazing things. I do want to clarify, okay? I said on the last episode, or the last episode before, I don't really know. I was talking about gift cards and the thought that counts towards things, and that gift cards is just that kind of a weak gift as far as, the emotional, loving connection. And I received, quite a few gift cards, and I do want to clarify, I love gift cards, okay? It's not, I still hold my point and say there's no thought that goes into it, unless you buy it for a specific store and be like, I know you want to go get something. There is no thought, but I do appreciate it, okay? I don't need thought in my gift. I love just a good gift regardless. If you got me a nice computer or something expensive or nice, I'm just like, listen, it wasn't really connected to me specifically, but you better believe I love it. You get me a Mercedes-Benz, I'm like, listen, I'm more of a Ford guy, but that's awesome, okay? I appreciate it nonetheless. Although I will say the fact that somebody does give you a gift card and says, I trust you to make your own decisions, to, pick out your own gift, is very thoughtful. It's very, considerate to believe that. They're wrong, but it's nice to know that they think that highly of me. So yeah, I wasted that already, and I just wanted to say that to the people. If you did feel bad, if you listen to that backwards, and you're like, oh, he said he didn't like the gift card. I do it. I love it. Okay, again, no thought behind it, but I love it, all right? Sometimes it doesn't need to be thought, especially with Christmas. I was talking about gifts, but listen, the present, sometimes just being there is enough. Just being is perfectly fine. There's not any big gifts. Let's just be. Yeah, I learned that one the hard way too. Speaking of just be, I went to my friend's surprise birthday party, which to me, but if anyone's out there, don't ever throw a surprise birthday party for me, okay? My head's going different places all the time, and if I don't know what's going to happen, I walk into something sudden, I don't know what's going to happen. So don't do that. Oh, I did it. It got me. Ow, golly, that one hurt. That one hit different. Yeah, so don't do that in the surprise party. Luckily, he enjoyed it just fine. It was spooky for him, I assume, and the drive was horrendously long. He lives like 3 hours away, and he doesn't always come back that often. You're like, no, it's not that far. You do it like, holy crap. Not only is the drive long, but there's nothing in this town that he lives in. So I'm just like, oh, fields, fields, fields. Oh my gosh. When you start getting excited about a street light, you're like, dude, city. Oh, there's architecture, So it was definitely a long, lonely drive, and I bought gifts. I spent like $45 just buying him some small things. And my brother's like, don't get him a gift. Don't get him a gift. Not because he doesn't like him. It's like, we're driving 3 hours, sometimes just being there's enough. And I was like, dude, that's not how it works. It's a surprise birthday party. Birthday parties are gonna birthday party. So I bought him these. Did I just do it again? So I don't. Oh, dude. See, not only that, but I'm not paying attention and it's biting me in. Hey, guys. So I got him the gifts against my better judgment, and no one else really did. There was no gifts outside of his parents, but it's a family. It's a parental obligation. Okay, boom. We work around. I freaking dug it like Dig Dug, got around there. And yeah, nobody got him a gift, and I spent all that money, and he was like, yeah, I freaking told her. It was a surprise birthday, but there's something just being there. It's like, yeah, you're right. And I wanted to just take the stuff back, but I couldn't. It was too late. So yeah, it's tricky. You guys got to remember, sometimes you just got to be. Sometimes you just got to be and embrace that as you will. What else happened throughout Christmas? Not much, I don't believe. It's just interesting. I'm living my life, man. I'm living in this little bubble. I don't know what to do, right? Am I supposed to ramp up? I wonder if I can get some 2023 classes for the next episode. We'll see. I really don't want to spend more money on decorations. I'm broke, and you spend all the money on gifts and stuff. Like, oh my gosh. But I have a lot of things I want to say about New Year's, but I feel for some reason that's more particular to do it when the new year hits, because again, you guys are like, I don't want to talk about it right now. I'm still doing me, So you guys keep doing you, keep embracing yourself, and as long as you listen, if you are doing you, do you. Don't be somebody else. But I will say this right now, the year more than anything, if you're feeling this limbo, which you are, unless you're celebrating Kwanzaa, which again, can I come? But it's not just a stay there. I think it's a reflection moment. It's a time where we need to look back on the year as a whole. And if you thought maybe it went too fast, well, one, don't try and, be you in the next year. But also there's a lot of great things, low things. I mean, there was highs and lows. You can watch back this whole year of podcasts. We talked about it all, ups and downs, and there's all kinds of twists and turns, and it's interesting to look back at the year as a whole and be like, wow, it's crazy to think I started this year as a life insurance agent. I was selling health insurance to the elderly, and it was a very sketchy game, by the way. You're like, hey, dude, by the way, listen, I know you don't really need them. It's whatever. Very sketchy. I lived my life basically making money as a criminal, and now I've ended as a lord in Scotland. Okay, so if you don't think there can be progress in your life, if you really stay present and stay in the zone, look at the jump I've made. While y'all have been looking at it like, well, you're not part of my political party. I became a lord from the lowest of lows to the highest of highs. All right, and in between, there was a lot of mixes. I went to a movie set at one point. You're right, but there was just there's a lot. Wow, who's tightening the band? Holy crap, it's getting worse. Can I say holy crap still? I don't know. I do want to respect it as a lord now. But I'm just having fun, and I do appreciate all the wonderful things that have happened this year, and I don't appreciate all the bad. But we don't focus on that, okay? We embrace, we reflect. So whatever you guys have to do to reflect on your life, on all the good or all the bad, grab a mirror, talk about it. Maybe make a podcast and watch it back and like, oh yeah, forgot about that. Okay. I don't know. I was going to mention something that I've forgotten, but I don't know what I've forgotten. It's kind of a catch-22, isn't it? So I think that's everything I have to talk about. I'm out of notes. I'm just kind of flustering and flubbering and being in the middle. And surely I'll say some things that doesn't really make a lot of sense, but that's just a power that I have. That's a luxury of being freezing, I guess. So I'm here, and my mental state, I guess you could really chalk that up to the way you guys feel right now from Christmas to New Year's is kind of how I'm always feeling. I'm like, listen, am I really going to be saying things? Am I really going to be talking? I am. I'm still speaking, but it's not really going anywhere. I would consider the thought of putting a parked car and revving up the engine. Like you're applying some pressure, but you're not moving. These are the words I say. There's not, I wouldn't say there's not value. There's definitely something somebody can take out of this. Maybe I'm speaking in rhymes. I'm not speaking in rhymes. Maybe I'm speaking in mystery, okay? Maybe there's something beneath the surface. There's not. But if you wanted to dissect it, surely you could. So I think that is everything. I've enjoyed my time with you guys. I really have. As a Scotland lord, I'm so grateful to have you here with me. I don't want to speak in a Scotland accent, so I hope that's not a... Oh my gosh, what's the word? Prerequisite. Thank you for being a lord, because it's not one of my strong suits, but you can't take it away from me now. It's a freaking... You see this? You see that? Listen, you read it? Okay? That's real. It's quality. It's factual. And you'll refer to me as such. So, peeps, thank you so much for your time. This has been a beautiful episode, I assume. I am in the frame, so. But yeah, enjoy your time, live your little bubble, get your bad habits out, and I will criticize you guys in the next one, all right? I love you. I'll see you in the next one. Peace!